Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to create the test form fields, and it is going to look just like this. First, we need a test which is going to say email. Before having this test, what we can do is we can use a widget to align the test widget to tell how we would love to align it. Okay, so we can have a widget known as align. And within the align widget, there is a property known as alignment. And we can say alignment dot top left. Okay, now within the align widget, there is a property known as child. And we want to have a test widget. And the data, it is going to say email. And we can go ahead and style this, and we will also give this a nice font. So we can go ahead and say Google Fonts, then dot get font, and it is asking for the font family, and this is going to be N, capital N, then U N I T O, then Sans. Okay, use Ctrl and S to save, and waiting for this. Okay, we got that over there. And what we can also do is we can give this a font weight, and we can say font weight, but we don't want this to be very bold, so we can tell how bold we want it to be, and we can say W600. And also we can give some letter spacing of 0.2. Audio comma and use Ctrl and S to save. Okay, we got that over there. And what we need next is the test form field. Okay, and right after this, add your comma. And in order to grab input from the user, there is a property known as test form field. And within the test form field, there is a property known as decoration. And this will take in a property again known as input decoration. And use Ctrl and S to save first in order to see this. And waiting for this. Okay, we got this over there. And within the input decoration, there is a property known as fill color, and we want to set it to colors dot white. And you won't be able to see it that much anymore. Okay. Okay, wait for this. And in order for this fill color to work, there is a property known as filled, and we have to set it to true. Now use Ctrl and S to save, and let's see. Or to start. Okay, do not worry. And within the input decoration, there is a property known as border, and we can say outline, outline input, outline, sorry, outline input border. And we basically want to give it a border radius, and we can give this a border radius dot circular to make it a bit round of 9. Okay, use Ctrl and S to save. And also within the input decoration, there is a property known as focus border, and we can set it to null by saying input border dot null. And also there is a property known as enable border, and we can set it to null also by saying input border dot input enable border, enable border, and input border dot null. Okay, and use Ctrl and S to save to see. and waiting for this. Okay. Okay, we can't really see it again because we set the fill color to be colors.white and the field to true. And that is why we are not longer seeing it. And also because there is no focus border anymore. Remember when we clicked on it, we were able to see the border, but we just removed it by saying focus border and we set it to null. Okay, sorry for that. And what we want to do next is within the input decoration, there is a property known as label test. And for the label test, we can then say enter your, let's see what test we have over there. And it says enter your email, enter your email. Okay. And we can go ahead and style this label test. To style it, there is a property known as label style. And this can take in the Google font because we want to give it a font, then dot get font again. And it is asking for the family, and this is going to be NUNIT, then sans. Okay, and also we can give this a font size. This is going to be font size of 14, and also we can give a latest spacing. This time around, we can say 0.1. Okay, we don't want it to be very obvious. And use Ctrl S to save, and let's see. Okay, great. We got that over there. And within the input decoration, there is a property known as preface icon. And we want to have this email icon over there. So we can go ahead and say image, then dot assets. And the location is assets slash icons. And we called it email. So email dot png. And use Ctrl S to save. And let's see what will happen performing auto restart, auto reloading. And okay, this is it, but it is way too big. So we can set the width to 20. And let's see. Okay, we can also set the height to 20. And let's see. Waiting for this. Or 3. Okay, and we can wrap this. Okay, let's see. Not on much. And we can wrap this with a padding to give some space at all the sides. And we can give this a padding of 10. Okay, use Ctrl S to save now, and we should see some change. Okay, great. And I think this is quite cool. And let's see what we need to do next. Let's see. Okay, and okay, that should be all for the email and password. Sorry, for the email. And we can go ahead and replicate this. We can copy this, and before pasting, add your comma. And first, we want to have a widget known as size boss. And the reason for this size boss is because we want to give a space between this test form field and the next test form field we will have. And we want to give this space vertically. So this is going to be height, and we can say height of 20. And then we can paste this. And this is going to be enter your password. And for the this is not going to be email, but this is going to be password. Okay, use Ctrl S to save, and let's see what we will get. Okay, we got that over there. And what we need next is the hi icon over here. Okay, to do this, within the within the input decoration, there is a property. First, add your comma to know where it ends, and the input decoration ends over here. So within it, there is a property known as surface icon. And we can go ahead and have an icon widget. And this is going to be icons dot visibility. Icons dot visibility. Okay, and waiting for this, and use Ctrl and S to save, and you should see it over here. Okay, great. Now we really cannot see the test form field that much. So what we can do is we can change the background color of the scaffold. And to do this within the scaffold, there is a property known as background color. And we can set this to be colors.white. However, we want to give some opacity. So we can say dot with opacity of maybe 0.95, and let's see. Use Ctrl S to save, and okay, great. Now we got that, and it is quite sane. And what we can do now is we can wrap the center widget with a padding in order to give some breathing space at all sides. So basically, we are wrapping the center with a padding, and within the center, we have the column, meaning we are giving space in all the properties we have. Use Ctrl S to save, and you should see some breathing space over here. Okay, seems good. And we can also get rid of this debug banner. To get rid of that, we have to go to the main.dat file, and within the material app, there is a property known as debug show checked mode banner, and we can set this to false. And since we just changed something in the main.dot, we need to give this a hot restart, and you won't see that anymore. Okay, great. So we have successfully built this, and I think what is remaining is the login. It is the login button, and in the next lecture we will do that.